We were just poor kids. I once shared my lunch with him when I barely had anything myself. Years later, he made millions and ghosted me and cut me off like I was nothing. In 1999, I moved to the DC area and started high school, stuck in ESL. English, just trying to catch up with life in a new country. That's where I met him. Let's call him T. Same culture, same last name. I noticed him in the corner of class, skinny, quiet, like he was trying to disappear. We were both broke African immigrants trying to outrun the weight of the past. We weren't tight like best friends, but there was a bond. We were put in the same classes year after year, even in our senior English class. We'd go on camping trips together, share tents, play soccer, just kids surviving in a world that never gave us a head start. I was so broke I used to starve. But still, I shared my lunch with him. That's how real it was. Fast forward to 2014. I was hustling as a broke entrepreneur, working at Walmart just to survive. I had a product I built out of my basement. I sold thousands of units but couldn't break even. Still, I believed. One night, I was online looking for potential investors, people from the community who made it out. That's when I stumbled across the Tai brothers. African immigrants like me who had started a company, landed huge contracts, and turned into multi-millionaires overnight. They eventually formed a massive holding company, UP, that now employs thousands. At first, I didn't even recognize him, but the more I looked, the clearer it became. It was him, my friend from high school. I was excited, not just because he made it, but because I believed maybe, just maybe, this connection could change the trajectory of my life. I messaged him on Facebook. To my surprise, he responded. We agreed to meet at one of his restaurants. The meeting went fine, on the surface. We laughed, caught up, traded stories, but in hindsight, there were red flags I didn't catch until later. I asked him about job opportunities, and there was this awkward silence, then a quiet, dry yes. No excitement, no warmth, just a hollow formality. At one point, one of his high-ranking employees asked him to clarify something I said. The way he responded? Pure condescension, like two adults humoring a child. He looked at me with this patronizing smirk. I felt it in my gut, but I brushed it off. As we wrapped up, he told me to have my mom reach out. She runs a struggling cleaning business. His holding company owns high-rise apartments and has a janitorial division. It would have been nothing for him to throw her a contract, a helping hand. But still, I held on to hope. After the meeting, silence. I called him 2 weeks later. He told me he couldn't invest in my product. It wasn't proprietary. Fine. Fair. But he said nothing about any other opportunity. That was the end of the call. I followed up. 7 emails. No response. Years passed. In 2021, I messaged him again on Instagram, not out of desperation, but to confirm what I already knew. I needed to be sure he ghosted me on purpose. He saw it. Gave a generic reply initially, then ghosted me on the second. So here we are, he's posted up at the ribbon-cutting ceremony for his new luxury apartment tower back in the homeland. Smiling, suited up, champagne in hand. Living the dream. And me? I'm still working at Walmart, barely scraping together hours. Rent overdue, on the edge of homelessness. Watching my past walk red carpets while I fight just to stay afloat. That's the part no one sees. Everyone loves a success story. But no one talks about the ones who got left behind.